All right, before we get started, I'm a big nerd and I made a spreadsheet that goes along with this video. In this spreadsheet, my plan is for you to be able to click on the title of the map. So if there's a particular map that you're looking for the shortcut to, you should be able to click on it and it should take you to the timestamp in the chapter in this video so you can see exactly where the shortcut is for that particular map. Hello and welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of ToucanPlays Monster Jam Showdown. Guys, this video has been most often requested by you and I am happy to finally provide it. I know I went a little overboard with the spreadsheet. It's probably a little bit much, but hey, you know what? I did it. It's there. I also want to talk a little bit before we get into the actual meat and potatoes of the video about the structure of the maps, like how they've organized the maps within the game. There's maps within maps within maps in this game, and it's a little crazy. Okay, let's talk about the spreadsheet real quick. When you click on the link in the description below, you'll be prompted to make a copy of it. Put a copy in your Google Drive. You do need to have a Google account. It's got a tiny map. You can click and drag that map to make it bigger or smaller after you make a copy of it so you can see how big that map is. It's just the preview of the map that you see before you select the circuit race or the Horde race. Let's look at Colorado, for example. On the spreadsheet, you can see that the Golden Grove Trail and the Golden Grove Clash are the same map. And then the Avenger Showdown is also the same map. There's only one circuit race slash Horde race map that is in the Mountain Pass region of Colorado. And so that is what this is. Each zone, so each main zone, so we've got Colorado and then below you got Death Valley, and then you see Alaska, we've got the same thing. The Snowy Lands has only one map in that first zone. Each map is set up that same way, with one zone having only one map, one zone having two maps, and then one zone having three maps. So in total, each main area, Colorado, Alaska, Death Valley, has six main maps that are then reused for different races. So bringing that to a total of 18 maps altogether, right? So let's go back to Colorado. So the way that the spreadsheet is set up, we can see the title, the level, so if whether or not it's rookie, pro, or legend, and then the type, if it's a circuit race, a Horde race, or a boss race, right? The boss fights, the showdown tour or showdown fights are also on these maps. And some of the showdown fights are on maps with shortcuts, but for every single showdown fight, the shortcuts are disabled either by the map changing to where you can't access that shortcut anymore. Something happens in every single showdown event, so you can't do those shortcuts in showdown events. I also label whether or not there is a shortcut on that map. Not every map has a shortcut. In fact, in each zone, each main area, there are 4 maps that have shortcuts. And that is the same for every, like Colorado, Death Valley, Alaska. So Colorado has 4, Death Valley has 4, Alaska has 4. So 12 maps have shortcuts. Next, I have whether or not there is a weather effect active on that map. Not every map has weather effect. And then not every game mode has weather effects with that map. So, for example, in Mountain Pass, the Garden Grove Trail, you can't play a circuit race with weather effects, but you can play that map in Horde mode with weather effects if you wanted to play that map with weather effects. I kind of wish that they would allow you to turn on or off weather effects, and I kind of wish they would allow you to change the time of day as well, to have it either daytime or nighttime. We know that there is nighttime because there is one map, and I will go over it, that is nighttime, and that's the only map in the entire game that is at night. Then I have a picture of the map, like I said, from the preview, and then the secondary objectives. Secondary objectives are actually only active on circuit maps. There are no secondary objectives on any of the Horde maps, only on the circuit maps. One more thing, it's important to note that sometimes the starting position in Horde mode is different than the starting position in circuit races. I don't know why they did that, probably just because it made more sense to start in a different position, maybe to add more variety. But just keep in mind, if you're playing a Horde map, the shortcut may come a little bit sooner than what you're used to in a circuit map. The position of the shortcut never changes, it's just the position of where you start the race from that changes, so you'll come up to the shortcut maybe a little bit faster, or maybe a little bit longer than what you would be used to during a circuit race. Okay, to start off with, we're going to go to the woods in Colorado. I do think that Colorado shortcuts are the easiest to recognize, and we're going to go straight to the Rocky Crest Circuit. Okay, so there are two types of shortcuts in this game. There are official shortcuts in which you get points for. They're considered stunts. And then there are unofficial shortcuts, which are just kind of basically the best way to go. They're alternate routes. This track actually has both. It has an official shortcut and an unofficial shortcut, which I would consider to be the best route to take. So if you take the left track over here where everybody else is going, apparently, and you got to have yourself a clear path to the left, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to jump down. Whoa, Blue Thunder's not going to make it easy for me. But you want to jump down right here and then kind of come down. You can shave a slight little bit off of your track. I have the AI set to hard, so they are really pushing me hard there. But that is a little bit of a faster route that you can take on this particular track. Now, the official shortcut, though, is coming up here. It's going to be, again, on the left. You're going to watch out for these little fence lines right here. Anything in Colorado is going to have these little fence lines. That is the official shortcut for this race. Now, when you're coming off of this boost, you got to make sure you don't boost too far, because then you go flying off the track like I just did. All right, here we go. Coming up on the third lap. I've let the computer get way ahead of me so I can show this without interference. But yeah, here is the shortcut. You hang a left and you cut off a pretty good amount of the track. If you line this up really good, you can get a nice boost. Oh, that was pretty close. But there you go. That's the boost. That's the official shortcut for this race. Like I said in the intro, guys, the Alpine Adrenaline Fest is the same exact track. It's just in Horde mode. So, and this particular track actually does start you off in the exact same spot that the circuit race starts you off at. Sometimes it doesn't do that, though, so you just got to be careful. Now, I do find that in Horde mode that this unofficial shortcut is actually really useful. Let's see if I can use it to my advantage and not flip. You got to be careful of these rocks that are up top here. They tend to do crazy things to you. Whoa, dude. Sparkle Smash, you're on my team, buddy. But definitely the official shortcut is very handy in this mode. Let's see if we can get it to catch up and race out ahead of everybody else. Yeah, look at that. So much faster. And whoa, yeah, we got ourselves. Oh, Thunder Roars. He got ahead of me at the very last possible second. Oh, we're gonna lose. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I've got the AI set to hard, and I'm trying to talk while doing this, so it is a little bit more difficult than it would be normally. But yeah, either way, you can see that the shortcuts are in the exact same spot in Horde mode or in the circuit race. From now on, I am not going to do the Horde mode unless there's something really important that I want to show you. So just know that the Horde mode and the circuit races are in the exact same spot as far as the shortcuts go. Okay, next race in the woods is Where Monster Jam Trucks Dare. If you do not have this track unlocked, it may be because you haven't unlocked enough of the pro level circuit races. You have to go back and do some more of the pro level circuit races in order to unlock this track. I'm not sure how many you have to do, but I do know you have to do a certain number of pro, rookie, and then pro before you can unlock legend. All right, you can go to the left or the right in the beginning. I don't think it makes much of a difference either way. There are no real unofficial shortcuts to the left or to the right. Monster Mutt was hitching a ride on Shaker there for a second. But either way, here is the official shortcut. So you can take either the left or the right path. I don't think it makes a big difference either way. After this jump, you're going to hang a left right here where these barrels are, through the fence line, and you just saved yourself a huge amount of time and space. And there we go. Now I'm in first place. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hey, one more time. This time I'm going to attack it from the right side. You can do either one. I don't think it makes a big difference either way, to be quite honest. You might have a little bit of a harder time getting across if you hit it from the right side. But yeah, there's the shortcut. Pretty easy to catch. You just have to be on the lookout for those barrels. And here is the view if you take the top route, if you take to the right. Make sure you land right there. If you don't, you tend to flip upright and it doesn't look pretty. But yeah, that's how Monster Mutt was landed on top of Shaker back there on the first lap. There we go, first place, baby. Man, I had a full 12 seconds on second place there. Those shortcuts really helped. All right, moving on to Rocky Valley. The Eagle Nest Face-Off does not have a shortcut. This is a fun race, though. I love this race. But we're gonna start off with High Altitude Monster Trails. This shortcut actually was the one that I found the last. It was the last shortcut that I found. I didn't even realize it was a shortcut. So what you're gonna wanna do, there is an alternate path. You can go to the left or the right. You wanna go to the right. And instead of turning left like everybody else, just go straight through the barrels right here, and you cut across the top of the map. You're actually at the top of the map. It's hard to tell. Whoa! I must have hit an invisible rock, but I went flying, and now I'm still in 5th place? What in the world? Now, there are more alternate routes on this map. There's a lot of alternate routes on this map. It's actually a really fun map, but just because of all the alternate routes to take. But yeah, there's only one official shortcut. It's kind of a short map, but yeah, the official shortcut, again, it's right here. Instead of turning left like Bakugan is doing, you take a right and you cut straight across, and you get a nice lead out ahead of everybody else. It's kind of funny. I've found that I don't really like using the boost unless I am in a clear straightaway and I have lots of open space. All right, one last time. Instead of turning left, I'm going to go straight right up the hill and cut across the top of the map. Here we go. First place, baby, first place. All right, last one in Colorado. We actually do have two versions of the circuit race of this map. The first one is Rocky Monster Trailblazer. This one has no weather effect. The second one is Fastlane Speed Race. This one does have the weather effect. We're gonna do Rocky Mountain Trailblazer without the weather effect, just to make it a little bit easier for the video. This one also has an alternate route. I think the consensus is that the rightmost route is the faster route, because you're lined up for a straightaway here with, well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not quite sure which one route is the fastest. I don't know if there really is a difference on that particular one right there. Either way, the official shortcut is right after this jump. You're gonna hit that jump, and then you're gonna hang a sharp right, and you're gonna come up this way, and you'll save a ton of time. Now be careful boosting, because you can boost straight into that wall, and you don't wanna do that because you'll lose whatever advantage you gain from hitting that shortcut. Oh, the trees, Batman, they're everywhere. It looks like Monster Mutt Dalmatian is giving me a run for my money here. This is a great place to boost right here across the finish line. It's a nice, big, long straightaway. And we're gonna try taking the leftmost route just to see if it's any faster than taking the right route. I kind of don't think it is, but we're gonna try it. Yeah, in fact, there is Dalmatian. Now, you might be able to sneak off a cheeky boost right there. Now, be careful coming over this jump. You don't want to boost, because if you do, you'll likely miss your opportunity to hit the jump, or the shortcut. You don't want to miss your shortcut. Now, once you hit the shortcut, you can boost. Just be sure not to boost too much. Otherwise, like I said, you'll hit the wall and you'll lose whatever advantage you had gained. This is a good spot to boost right here, but save some for going over the finish line. Dalmatian, what are you doing? Yeah, here we go. Now I've got a good advantage on him. I got a good lead. A lot of this game is boost management and saving it for the right time. And drift management, for that matter. All right, we're gonna officially take out Dalmatian here on this. The AI never takes shortcuts, so you can always count on them being slower around whatever shortcut corner you're hitting. And as long as you can hit that shortcut faster than they can, or faster than they can come around the corner, then you'll always have the advantage. Just make sure that your shortcut doesn't lead to a disadvantage like it does sometimes, like it has for me in this round. So here we go. We're gonna cross the finish line. We're gonna be in first place. We're gonna show Dalmatian and put him back in the dog pound, baby. All right, moving on. Let's go to Death Valley, and we're gonna go to the Desolated Valley. This is a legendary map, so if it's not open for you yet, again, go back and play some more pro level maps, or some rookie and then pro level maps, and this should open up for you. We're gonna start off here at the Saltstorm Speedway. Now, you can go to the right or the left. I don't see a big advantage either way. The leftmost path is more direct. the leftmost path is shorter, but it has more turns. So it's kind of a catch-22. You know, either way, there's a bit of advantage or disadvantage to either direction that you go. So we all meet up kind of in the same spot right there. Okay, now the shortcut is coming up right here after this kind of spot where everything gets wide and then narrow again. You're going to look for these Joshua trees. That is where the shortcuts are going to be on the Death Valley maps, always with those Joshua trees. You just kind of hang a sharp right onto those Joshua trees and you hit that shortcut. Now, you may need to boost a little bit because there's a bit of a dip right there. And if you don't boost, I'll show you this next time I come around. If you don't boost, you'll end up in that ditch and it's not good. But you can see I'm way out ahead in first place. And that's because I took that shortcut and nobody else did because the AI doesn't know how to do it. All right, here we go. We're coming up on it again. Now you can stay to the right. You can go to the left. Either one, doesn't matter. But we are going to hang a right here. I'm not going to use a boost this time. And yeah, we hit that. Oh, and it's kind of a mess right there. If you don't boost, it messes you up. So you do need to save a little bit of a boost to go over that dip. Otherwise, things get a little hairy. We're going to go to the left this time so I can show you what the difference between the right and left are. Oh, it looks like Shaker overtook me here a little bit. So yeah, you can see, I mean, this is just a little bit more windy. It's more direct, but it's more windy. So Shaker probably had a little bit of an advantage because he had a more direct route. It was a longer route, but there was more straightaways, so he was able to keep his speed up, whereas I was not. It's all right. I'm not too worried about it, though, because I'll be able to beat Shaker when we get to that shortcut. Shaker will never take the shortcuts. All right, here we go. One last time. This time we're going to boost just a little bit to get over that dip. And we have completely overtaken Shaker, and we still have some boost left over to get across the finish line. Yeah, baby! Okay, next we're gonna move on to Sand Dash in the Deadly Plain. Now, Sand Dash does not have an official shortcut, but it does have an unofficial shortcut. Most people know about it already, but just in case you don't, I'll show you what it is, what I'm talking about. It doesn't save you a ton of time, but when you're playing multiplayer against some tough opponents that are out there, and there are some tough opponents out there, every second counts, and this one will save you a couple of quick seconds. I'm going to get behind Megalodon here because he's going to block my way. You're going to want to hang a right. Don't go too fast because you'll go flying. But yeah, there you go right there. And you can see Dragon actually was able to get across my over my head. So, you know, it didn't save me a ton of time, but I was able to get ahead of Megalodon. I was able to get ahead of Bad Company, and now I'm even ahead of Dragon. So it's a good shortcut to do. It is definitely the fastest route to take, but it is not an official shortcut. They may end up patching that out later because I don't think that was something that they had intended, even though there's tracks on it. So I don't know. Who knows? One thing that I do know for sure is that everybody online takes that route because it does save you a couple of seconds. And you know, like I said, online, when you're playing multiplayer, you're gonna, every second counts. You're gonna want to take this quick little shortcut right here and just kind of jump up right over there. Again, not an official shortcut. That is completely unofficial, but it is there for you to be aware of. If you're ever playing online versus other people, they're most likely going to be taking that route. Again, approach it slowly. Don't hit it too fast, otherwise you'll go flying, and you don't want to do that. You want to kind of go slow. Just kind of gently go up over that bump, and you'll be just fine. You'll save a couple of seconds, and you'll be good to go. And here we go into the finish line. Very nice. Clean race. Way ahead of second place. How far ahead was I? I was 9 seconds ahead of Dragon, who was in second place. I mean, that was actually saved me quite a bit of time, I think. All right, next up, Desert Highroad. This one does have an official shortcut. It's easy to miss. It's very easy to miss. Again, you want to be looking out for these Joshua trees or the cactuses, whatever you want to call it. Now, almost everyone agrees that the rightmost path is the faster path because you do get, you don't get a straightaway, actually. You get this tight turn. Yeah, that most everybody takes the sharp right there on that first turn. Here is the official shortcut right here. Look for that rock, hang a left, look for those Joshua trees, and you can cut a good portion of your time. Again, most people agree that the right path is the faster path in this one. So you want to hang a right. And I think the reason why most people like that rightmost path, though, is because you get a nice straightaway right here. You can boost straight into the finish line. I even took out a couple of targets there that I wasn't supposed to take out. I'm going to take the left path just to kind of show you the difference. Now, I've got a little bit of extra boost, and there's a straightaway up here, and I think I can just hit that boost and get a little bit of extra free time or space. But yeah, see, Earthshaker managed to get way out ahead of me. He got a nice boost on that. So yeah, I think that the rightmost paths are the faster ones, but certainly this shortcut is faster than not taking the shortcut, as I just overtook Earthshaker. Don't need to boost over those jumps. In fact, most of the time, like I said, unless you've got a nice straightaway, you don't need to boost, guys. You really don't. Like this one, I would even avoid boosting over this one, just so that you can line yourself up better for the shortcut. There we go. There it is. Yeah, if you're an expert with the boosts, then go right ahead and use them. If I were playing multiplayer, I'd probably be losing right now. I probably would not be winning. But there we go. Since I'm playing against AI, even on hard, I still managed to take first place away from Earthshaker. Yeah, by what, 6 points? Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. One thing to note, the Showdown Encore is here in the Deadly Plain. The Showdown Encore track is the same as the Desert Highroad track. The shortcut is disabled. You cannot do the shortcut in the Showdown Encore. They block it off. You're not able to take that shortcut. It is the only track that plays at night, and it is a super fun. If you have not unlocked the Showdown Encore yet, continue to play the game, defeat all of the other Showdown events, and eventually you'll unlock the Showdown Encore. And yeah, I definitely highly recommend doing the Showdown Encore. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun race. Okay, last but not least, we're going to head over to the Dusty Canyon, and we're going to do the Dust Devil Circuit. There is an official shortcut here in this map. This one is a little bit more obvious than the last two. Okay, coming around this first sharp turn, you can go either to the left or to the right. Most people will take the rightmost path. Again, I think that it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but I do think that the rightmost path is slightly faster. The leftmost path has a little bit of a turn right there. And then the shortcut is coming up here after this big turn. Whoa, don't fall into the wall there. Look for the Joshua trees, look for the boxes, and then go ahead and feel free to boost to your heart's content. Don't land on Velociraptor though. There we go. Be careful with the boost on this one. You do want to boost a little bit, but don't boost too fast because you will go flying into the wall back here. All right, I'm going to take the rightmost path so you can see the difference. They're really, the two tracks are following right along close to each other, so there's not much of a difference. But yeah, most people will take the rightmost path here. You do get an opportunity to hit a boost, but be careful of that wall. If you hit the wall, you lose any advantage you would have gained from the boost. And of course, feel free to boost really hard, really fast over that shortcut. You cut off a big chunk, and now I'm just gonna let Dragon take me for a little bit of a ride there. Thank you, Dragon, for the boost there, the piggyback ride. All right, let's see if the shortcut can take us out ahead of Dragon this time. Hit a huge boost. There we go. We overtook Dragon. Let's see if we can keep that going into the finish line. Come on, give me some boost. Here we go. Nice. Over the bridge and into the finish line. Wow, that was a close race though. Serpent Circuit does not have a shortcut, so we're gonna skip this one. I don't like this race. A lot of it is because it has the weather effect, and I don't like the sand storm weather effect. We are gonna do the Death Valley Velocity Park though. This track kind of infuriates me. I gotta admit, it is a legendary level track, but even in multiplayer, the trucks just get in the way. Everybody else just manages to get in your way every time, as Great Clips Mohawk Warrior demonstrates for me right there. It's just, you feel really bunched up in this track. I don't know, it's kind of claustrophobic, I guess. Okay, here is the first split. You're gonna almost always wanna take the rightmost path. The reason being is because the leftmost path has a lot of sharp hairpin turns. The leftmost path is more direct, and you can boost right in through here. Be careful of this turn right here though. Don't drift too far because you'll hit the wall and then you'll lose whatever advantage you had. Again, it's always more difficult because you've got all these trucks with you. The shortcut is right here after the bridge. Ugh. you're gonna hang a right, look for the Joshua trees, look for the boxes. And so there's the little advantage that you gain. Oh my gosh. Again, the trucks are just crowding you, especially coming down here into the ravine. You do need to boost a little bit over this jump, but be careful, because if you boost too much or get the wrong angle, you'll go flying into the crowd and it will reset you just like it did for me there. Like I said, this is not my favorite track just because of how claustrophobic it is, how easy it is to like go flying off track and get lost, I guess. Not really lost, but lose any advantage you might gain with your boosts and straightaways. I probably just need a little bit more practice on this track is what it boils down to. Okay, this time I'm going to take the leftmost track rather, and show you the difference. So you can see it's just a little bit more twisty-turny. It's shorter, but there is more twisty-turnies on that one. And you can't boost for quite as long. But I don't know, I would say that the left or the rightmost path is always the better one. Be careful of invisible rocks on this bridge. And make sure you hit this shortcut. Signing myself to the fact that I am not gonna win this race. All right, one more time for the shortcut. Let's see if I can overtake Lucas Stabilizer there. At the very least, I might get third place in this race. Oh, come on, come on, come on. No. Yeah, I got third place. Yeah, either way. So you saw where the shortcut is. That's a tough race, guys. Tough race. Still a lot of fun. There's the shortcut. All right, moving on to Alaska. In the snowy lands, we have the Northern Nitro Rush. This map does not have a shortcut, so I'm going to skip it. In the Arctic Glacier region, though, there is the Snow Turbo Twist. Okay, so in this map, the only circuit race has the weather effects. So if you don't like weather effects, too bad. There is a Horde mode that does not have weather effects, but there's no circuit race for this that does not. So you have to have weather effects if you're gonna do circuits. So anyway, we're here, we're doing circuit races. The shortcut is coming up after this turn. You wanna kind of line yourself up on the left side of the track, and you're gonna wanna go right here at the jump. You wanna boost right across, and then fall down and aim yourself up over here. All right, back in 8th place, but I'm not too far behind everybody. Again, line yourself up on the left side, and hang a right, boost right over here, and fall down. And we got a good lead on everybody else. And we meet up with everybody else. We did get a pretty good boost from that shortcut. We're no longer in last place at the very least. But yeah, we're not in first place by any means. We should hopefully be able to catch up to them when we come up to the shortcut again this next time. All right, one last time. Uh-oh, Vendetta's gonna get in my way. Oh, there we go. We saved it. Oh, watch out for the wall, though. Don't hit the wall. Nice. We should be able to get out ahead of Gravedigger the Legend when we come around the corner here. Now, the road split right there. That's why Gravedigger the Legend is out in front of me. He's not actually in front of me. He's just taking the other route. And so the other road meets up right here, and he'll be off to the right, and I got out ahead of him. So, yeah, I should be able to finish first. Here we go, coming up into the finish line. Very nice, very nice. First place victory, woo! Okay, now one thing to note, Fastlane Glacier Blitz. This is the same track, but in Horde mode. It does start you off in a different position, slightly different, but for whatever reason, this is the only Horde mode map that will not allow you to take the shortcut. I don't know why, but they won't. And it's the only map, the only Horde mode map that will not let you do that. And I'll show you what happens here in just a second. We're coming up on the shortcut after this turn right here, I believe. Yep, here we go. So I'm gonna try and take the shortcut and respawn. Why are you respawning me? Oh, that's an invalid shortcut. What in the heck? I don't know. It does that every time, though. It respawns you. You also can't take the leftmost path. You can only take the rightmost path because they have it all blocked off. So, yeah, this is a strange Horde mode map. I don't think they quite finished it. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe this is the way they intended it. But, yeah, so that's it. Just so you know, this particular map, you cannot take the shortcut in Horde mode. Okay, next one, we're gonna do Frostbite Fastlane Glacier Blitz. What a mouthful of a map this is. And I do not like this map. I think this map was one of the last ones to be developed, and it kind of shows the map and the preview actually doesn't match up with the map in real life. I'll show you what I mean when I get to that point. But let's start this off. Now, this map is, there's two circuit modes. There's a non-weather effect circuit mode, which is what we're on, and then there is the weather effect circuit mode. Now, you can come around this way. You can either go the far left or you can go the far right. This is not a shortcut. This is just the map. But the shortcut is right here. So as you come up this ramp, you do have to be careful of the other drivers. You want to kind of hang to the right a little bit. That's it. That's the shortcut. It is a little bit faster. It's really just the most optimal way of approaching that ramp. It's not really a shortcut, but it is considered officially a shortcut. You do get points for it. It's considered a stunt. Now this section right here, none of this is on the map. This is all new. It's not part of the map. I will say there's a couple different ways that you can approach this section. I don't know if any of them really make a huge difference, to be honest. But again, just so you know, you kind of... Lucas Stabilizer is going to prevent me from doing it. You hang to the right, and you boost up onto the track. That's the most optimal way of approaching that turn, is onto the right. That's it. That's the shortcut. As you're coming around this corner, what you can do is you can hit the right ramp, boost, and then take a left right here. It doesn't always work out for you. Like, I hit the wall right there and I lost whatever advantage I may have had. You know, it's a way of kind of combining both tracks into one. And I think it's slightly faster to do it that way, especially if you can hit it just right. But yeah, and you can go either way over here. You can go to the right or you can go through the cave. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. I do think that there's a lot more potholes to the left. And those potholes are really annoying. But yeah, you want to come around here again. Here is the shortcut. Take a right, get a good boost, slow down around this turn. You don't want to go flying off the turn because that's bad. Oh, come on, come on. Yay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, really? Well, now that I've been bullied by the AI, we're gonna show this one more time. Hit a good boost, slow it down. Oh, don't hit the wall. Try not to hit the wall, and then go. It's really hard to kind of optimize that particular jump. It might be best just to follow through with whatever direction you're supposed to take on that particular ending. But either way, the shortcut is definitely faster, especially if you're playing against the AI. You're going to always want to take that shortcut. All right, next up, we're going to do Glacier Turbo Thrill. For whatever reason, they like throwing the Alaska weather effects at you. This is the only way that you can do the circuit mode, is with the weather effects on. So here we go. Now, this one, I think, has a major unofficial shortcut that probably needs to be patched, to be quite honest, because you're cutting off a huge section of the track. Okay, so as you're racing, you're going to come across this section of the map where you see these turning signs. Right at the very last sign, you're going to want to hang a left. And congratulations, you just cut off a huge section of the track. You jump over that ramp right there, and that's the official shortcut. I just went from dead last to first in no time. I mean, that is a huge unofficial shortcut. Like I said, I think it needs to be patched because you shouldn't be able to jump that much of the track. You can see on the map how much of the map I just cut off. All right, so just for reference, I'm gonna take the correct path, but just for future reference, you just wanna take a left right there, and that will cut off all of this up here. This whole loop is what I cut off. I mean, this is a huge section of the track, right? That I cut off just by hanging a right over the track right there. The official shortcut is over here to the right. It's this little ramp. You hit this little ramp, and there you go. I just did a shortcut. But that's not much of a shortcut. All you're really doing is cutting a little bit of a turn. But the unofficial shortcut, man, that cuts half the track off. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right, one more time. Here are the signs. Right after this last sign, I am going to hang a left. There we go. And you can see where it starts to come up with, you know, respawning in 2 seconds, but then immediately I'm free and clear again. So obviously I wasn't supposed to go that way. Obviously I did it anyway, and I cut off half the track. And I'm in first place. Congratulations to me. Northern Turbo Sprint is the Horde version of this map. And yes, you absolutely can do both the official and unofficial versions of that shortcut. And yes, you will absolutely win almost instantly by doing so. All right, last map is the Arctic Thunder Speedway. And this map has an official shortcut and an unofficial shortcut. And I think when I was playing early release, like the Epic leaked version, I think I was the first one to find the unofficial shortcut in this. Oh gosh. Come on. And then I thought they had patched it out the last time they had a big patch, but I don't think that they did, because I'm still able to do it. So this one also definitely needs to be patched out. The unofficial version shaves off a whole ton of track. The official shortcut actually is pretty good too. Here it is right here. So there's this little snowdrift and the target. You just kind of whoom, and there you go. Now I'm in first place. All of a sudden I've overtaken everybody. Now the unofficial version, normally you gotta hang a right here, or you can go to the end of the track and you can hang a right here under the cave, or you can just go straight forward and you can do a little loop-de-loo right there. And there we go. I've just cut off a ton of the track. And it says that I'm in fourth place, but I'm not. I'm in first. Now, that little snowdrift, I think that's what they patched in. That little snowdrift is intended to prevent you from going up that ramp. But that snowdrift only works one time. Okay, once again, here is the official shortcut. You hit this little ramp, hit the target. I mean, the target is kind of showing you, hey, there's a shortcut here, guys. This is one of the easiest shortcuts to find. So again, normally you'd either hang a right there, or you would hang a right under the cave right here, or you can just boost, plow right into that cave, or not cave, that ramp. And here we go. Now I'm at the finish line. I went flying. Nothing wrong with it, I guess. One more time, official shortcut, hit the target. And this time I'll hang a right here and I'll show you all the spots that you miss. You come over here to the right, and you got to come up and over. The cave is right underneath me now that you could take the other way. And come over this way. It's just so much faster just to hit that ramp at the end and fly to the finish line. All right, now the Ice Canyon Speedway here in the Frozen Shores does not have an official shortcut, but it does have well, it's not really an unofficial shortcut. There is an optimal route to take, though. Most people kind of agree that the most optimal route is to take the ramp right here in the middle, and the AI rarely takes the ramp. You do not need to boost. In fact, if you boost, you'll end up in the wall, and it's horrible. But you kind of come around this way, and you'll have plenty of opportunity to boost. Oh, coming into this right here, and everybody's flipping and dying, and there we go. I've just overtaken a whole bunch of people. Well, not that many, I guess. I'm still in 6th place. But yeah, no official shortcuts, no unofficial shortcuts. I've tried going up and over the wall here multiple times. You cannot go up and over the wall. It will reset you every time. So this track is really just about good, clean driving and not doing stupid things like that driver just did. Another way that you can go is you can kind of come around to the outside over here, just following Alien Invasion. Ooh, you got to be careful of that turn, though. You do get a little slippy slidey. And I'll take you underneath the cave, but you can see Sparkle Smash was able to kind of boost over that ramp. I think, like I said, most people agree that the best way to go is to go jump up that ramp and take the top route. There we go. That was a better jump. And we're going to come over. We're going to follow Sparkle Smash. Much better time this time. And I mean, I don't know. I don't think I was able to actually... I got a little bit of space on Alien Invasion, a little bit of time on him, but not enough to really clinch the win for me here. Oh, set Alien Invasion up over the wall. Ooh, and I hit Sparkle Smash, and I'm going to get ahead of her. Yeah, there we go. Third place victory. All right, guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Are there any shortcuts that I have missed? Are there any optimal routes that you know of that I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check out the video that you see on your screen right now. And hey, we'll see you guys on the flip side. Later, everybody. Bye.